Traders, welcome back to our price action trading lesson. We're looking at S&P 500 and many futures. The time frame is 2000 tick chart. The structure of the market started with trend working lower. We have a break push to an extreme. Then we have another trend working higher, the bullish trend. I have a break, so I expect new high to be tested. We're far from the exponential moving average, so we can only take a setup, and we have a break and push to a new extreme. Now after breaking new high, I can see that the bullish momentum still remains, and we keep pushing higher again. So when I'm analyzing the structure, I have two options. I can either approach it as a tight uptrend with the break and push to a new extreme, substantial push to new high, or I can draw a slightly wider channel simply because this was the real point where the uptrend started. You had leg up, pull back, shorter term channel, and the push to new extreme is quite strong. So it's not super easy structure to fully understand what exactly is the pattern, but I'm gonna draw a slightly wider channel. This is what I was doing when I was watching the ES today. I saw this wider channel. You can see a lot of empty room here, so the channel is definitely not the best. So I want to see EMA holding if I want to play the wider channel. And prices are breaking below the EMA, so this is already not good for the wider channel. The market is correcting too much, but I can't really sell. There's no good setup, no anything, because simply we cannot really know if the uptrend truly played out or not. The market is going sideways, so right now we have a break, push to a new extreme of this downtrend. Now we have a new low, we have a first entry short. Failure, there's going to be break above this bar right here, which means this is going to be a high low. I cannot take high low. If I'm playing the wider uptrend and I expect new high, the high low is not enough. If this pullback was too strong, it's not confirming any high probability setup. It's still mainly below the exponential moving average. The EMA is in the middle of these bars, so I want to see if I'll second entry short above EMA. Prices are working higher and we corrected back below the EMA. So now the market is telling me, okay, the bulls are weak, so I'm just going to play it safe. I'm going to delete the wider channel and I have a break, push to new extreme. As of right now, I can see EMA flattening. So the bias right now is not clear, but I have to work with what I have. And I can see the EMA is flattening. I can see prices going sideways. So the bias is very neutral. I'm not really looking to sell. I'm not really looking to go long. This seems like an area of development where I need a little bit more price action to understand where exactly the market is heading. If you don't understand where the market is heading, if you don't have confirmed key entry point, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to take impulsive trades, and that's not a good situation to be in. As a trader, you need to make sure all the rules of your strategy align. You cannot be frantically looking for a setup and betting the rules. So right now I'm going to be careful. We're going sideways, spike down, break the low, spike up, spike down. So now EMA remains flat. I'm going to redraw a short-term channel. Now I can see that the prices right now keep going sideways. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a small support and I'm going to draw a small resistance because a new pattern is being established. Small consolidation. You can see I have confirmations over these highs, confirmations over these lows. I don't like drawing the low as of right now here because it has only one bounce. If I'm going to draw a little bit higher, I get a lot more price action, a lot more confirmations. So right now we have small consolidation, which means we can expect prices to bounce over these lows and bounce over these highs. And because we traded up into this structure, okay, remember this is important, we traded up into this structure, I'm more inclined to be thinking about long opportunities rather than selling. Okay, the direction you trade into a consolidation is the stronger direction that you keep in back of your mind. And this is interesting because the downtrend played out and we have one bounce, second bounce, third bounce. So you have one bounce here, second bounce here, and we have third bounce here. This right here is sort of like a mini triple test, micro triple test. This is a tempting setup locally, but if I'm going to analyze the structure closely, you can see EMA in these bars, quite congested. It is not a horrible congestion, but it is not a clean triple test by any means. I'm going to mark it more aggressive, mainly because we want to study this. You can see one bounce, second bounce, third bounce, downtrend play down. So this is a good local price action that we have triple test of this key level. The buyers will step into the market, but this is not easy high probability setup as of right now. Price is working higher, quick little scalp. We broke lower, we're working higher again. So now I'm going to redraw the short-term uptrend, working higher, and prices keep trending higher. So I need to extend my channel. You can see it still visually looks like a one leg working higher, and we trade up into this. We're breaking this uptrend, so I expect new high to be tested, something like this. This is the highest high where I'm gonna reset my count. You have a first entry long, and I want to see second entry long at the EMA. I want to see something like this. Minute will get pullback, breakout, pullback, because this spike up needs to get new high. So can get a second entry long? We cannot, and we already have micro double top. Micro double top can be considered new extreme, but I definitely need to reset the count. Okay, and when the structure is this low and the ATR is this low, I can definitely make a case for this being a new high because there's not enough momentum. But I'm gonna observe the EMA, new high, first entry long, horrible, and because prices broke all the way down here, okay, I'm gonna consider this breaking new high. The market is considering this as a breaking new high. We're back into trend range. So according to trend range rules, you want to buy low, sell high. So the rules are working, but the structure is quite sketchy. I can't really sell here just yet. New high, first entry long, pullback, felt second entry long. Something like this would be great, but none of this formed. So I'm forced to redraw a brand new downtrend. I'm thinking about second entry short at the EMA, following the trend line rule, but we broke the bottom trend channel line. And because I have a failed breakout here and here again, this means that the trend range expanded, so I'm going to draw a little bit lower. We have overshoot, so we can expect stronger pullback in the opposite direction. Overshoot can break the trend line or sometimes even reverse the entire market because we can have stronger correction in the opposite direction. Okay, now we have high low after overshoot, and this is decent setup contextually. These high lows after overshoot in the trend range, especially if you can combine overshoot with the key level. This is important, you have to pay attention here. If you can combine the overshoot of the downtrend with the key level, which means according to range rules, you want to buy low, and according to overshoot rules, you can expect stronger pullback in the opposite direction. So this is not a horrible setup to go long, a little bit more advanced, but great setup context-wise, but we didn't tick below. It is an inside bar. You know, once again, if you have a better bar on your chart, not an inside bar, you can consider, but on my chart, the entry is not as clean, but hopefully it makes sense why you would expect prices to go higher. I'm going to zoom out. You can see we traded up, the key level established, flat EMA, consistent pricing up and down. So you're going to combine the main bullish bias, number one, the key level, number two, and the overshoot, number three. So price action is telling you everything you need to know. It's a bit choppy today. We're breaking this key level, so I'm going to draw a little bit higher because it really looks like the trend range is expanding. I'm going to draw my short-term channel. You can see I want to draw short-term channel for every little move. I want to see second entry long at the EMA, but we already have a small break new high. Now, this can happen when you have a break in new extreme without even touching the EMA. This is move that is too steep, okay? A little bit more nuanced, but when you have a break push to new high without even testing the EMA and the push looks too strong, many times it's not surprising the prices will create another leg upon touching the EMA. This is exactly what happened, but we can't really go long. There's only first entry long. No good setup. Market is working hard. The momentum is getting too strong. I can't really suggest yet. We traded up into this. This uptrend is too strong. We can't even break below the EMA. So let's just be patient. Market keeps working higher. I can redraw a slightly wider channel simply because the entire move looks like a one steep push up. EMA rejecting here. EMA rejecting here. We traded up into this. So I have the stronger bullish bias on my side. What's going through our mind is possible second entry long because you're expecting this uptrend to get in your high. You want to see second entry long at this key level, at the EMA, to truly confirm that you have key entry point on your side, that you have EMA as a support and you have this key level as a support. We only have a break in your high, so I'm going to pause looking to go long. No good setups today so far. Very slow price action, very choppy, but this is sometimes what we have to deal with as traders. Part of trading, so I need to redraw the downtrend working lower. I cannot break my rules because I'm not going to have the edge on my side. So I simply need to follow the rules. You know, second entry long, but uptrend just played out. It's not for it to kill. No good setup. I can't take anything. Market is correcting. In order for me to think about selling, I would like to see some stronger trend back into this trend range, gaining some momentum, because if I'm going to zoom out, this is interesting. If I'm going to zoom out, this is starting to resemble a weak uptrend, okay? Why this is not a trend range? Well, because we traded up into this. It's looking like a trend range, but we have stronger bullish pressure. We're struggling to go back into this trend range, and this skill is now holding. So it looks like we're slowly but surely going higher. So this is a very weak uptrend. So once again, the bullish bias still remains. We traded up, consolidation, we traded up, and now you can see the resistance is now transforming into support. It held here, support, another bounce here, another bounce here, another bounce here. One leg, broad pullback, second leg down. So we have two legs down like this. Mini count reset, first entry long, pullback, second entry long. Of course, we cannot go long here above horrible bearish doji. We can treat this as a sort of like a second entry long. It's at the key level. Now, we like how broad these two legs are. The broader they are, the more they're indicating depletion. So this is sort of like a visual second entry long. This is decent setup. I will do my break here, but this is a decent entry. The key level is holding, broad two legs down, bullish bias. Present, breaking extreme. Market is correcting. There is sort of like a multiple test, but there is no break above the signal bar, so there is no entry. Market is correcting. High low didn't get a trigger, but even had there been a trigger, I don't think we can go long simply because the market is too slow and we are in the middle of this consolidation. Now there is no trigger, so no nothing. But this is a very tight range. You can see this is only 5 points from the bottom to the top. So you really want to make sure you're buying at the very bottom or selling at the top. This is tiny price action, tiny trailing range, super slow. So you don't want to be taking a setup in the middle. So no, nothing here. Nothing here so far from the EMA right into these highs. Market is correcting. At this point I was really thinking, okay, can we get some second entry short to test the new low? No, we already have a break, push to new extreme. Market is pushing above EMA and this is important. Now I keep repeating myself today, but this is the structure for today. Spike up, consolidation, spike up, consolidation. This was the bearish attempt to go back into trend range. We only made it to the middle of the initial trend range and we're back above EMA. So this is a weak uptrend. I can draw something like this to visually represent the weak uptrend. You can see that this looks like a weak uptrend. So because the sellers didn't reverse back into trend range, you have a small break new low, and because you're already back above the EMA, the brand new push phase, the bullish push phase, is about to resume. So this right here is actually a decent high low, but it didn't form that clean. You can see, I'm going to move this, the body is so far from the EMA. Had this high low form much lower, closer to the EMA, so you have room to get out, it would have been a great setup. It's contextual high low, but look at the gap between the body and the EMA. Look how far up it is closing. You have to go long at the very top of the move. There is no pullback. Once again, this is a very slow, low volume day, so being way too aggressive is not great. I can mark it more aggressive, mainly as an educational example. It ended up working, but we can't really break the rules. Now we have a false second entry short, which of course is a stronger setup, but it's super far from the EMA. So we have a break, push to new extreme, market keeps pushing higher. Nothing here, I can't take anything. We're going back into the trend range. I'm going to redraw a brand new downtrend. We have a lower high here, but you can't take it because we trade up into this. You definitely need to see some reversal pattern at least, or second entry short to expect new for this downtrend, break, new extreme, and market is about to close now. So this is the overall structure for today. A very uneventful day. I didn't take any setup. If you didn't take any setup, that's actually a good thing because this means you're following the rules and you're not giving in to your mental demons that are forcing you to always look for a setup on every single candle, because everything must align, and price action was way too sideways with slight bullish bias and very few setups, even if I look at it in hindsight. So nothing much to take, but at least it is a good day to practice patience. So I hope you had a good trade. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck your trading.